A very warm and sincere welcome to all of you joining us for the anatomy, physiology, and pathology component of your massage training holistic diploma program. I look forward to meeting with you in person and welcoming you on to the 6 sessions that are planned, taking you through discovering the language we use in anatomy, right through to understanding bone anatomy, muscle anatomy, the brain and nerves, the heart, lungs, and digestive tracts, immunology, endocrine glands, the skin, urinary tract, reproduction. So we cover the entire body in different ways. And what I center on and what I focus on mainly is making your learning exciting and fun. So it's not only learning to pass the exam, and there'll be ample time and practice. I embed practice questions into the way I teach, but that lifelong learning to inspire you to continue your learning, to continue to enhance the skills that you'll learn both through the practice, administration of the massage skills and techniques, and then applying the anatomical knowledge to enhance the way that you'll eventually practice when you graduate from the MTI and Unity School with your diploma, a diploma that you can really be proud of. So I just wanted to sketch very quickly what you can expect as we go through the course. I expect you to read ahead, so I've created a Padlet for you, and I've already posted on that Padlet the first 2 sessions. That's the first weekend at the end of January 2024. The first class, we go through, understand the terminology, orientation, how the body is organized. And then we start our journey in discovering bone anatomy, the language we use to understand bones and joints. And then we'll focus on the revision and application of that knowledge into your massage training. So what are the contraindications? What are some of the issues you need to be aware of before you can treat someone, a patient, a client who suffers from a bone-related issue? Then on the second day, the Sunday of that first weekend, we then revise some of the bone anatomy and then move on to the muscular anatomy. So that first weekend is quite intense. There's a lot to take in. And I set you tasks that I would expect you to be working on between classes. I do encourage you to read ahead. I do encourage you to arrive in class ready. I bring maybe 1 or 2 sets of notes, or I will provide notes for those that require them. But I would encourage you to download, print off the notes from the Padlet. I do not have the capacity to give all of you notes. All the notes that I'm using will be available on Padlet. The responsibility is yours to download them and work with them as an e-file, or if you want to print them off, then feel free to do so. So the notes, the resources, everything that is there to guide your learning will be available online as well. Please wear appropriate clothing, taking into account that we active learners. So we're going to be doing muscle painting, drawing on the body, sticking post-it notes on to learn, recall, memorize names of bones and muscles. We are going to be acting out the processes of how muscles work and how blood, for example, travels through the heart, or how we breathe. So there's going to be some active work involved. If I've asked you to bring a tube for the first class, that's a long tube, not a toilet roll, longer than a toilet roll. We are going to build models of bones. We're going to build a model of a muscle. So if you could bring straws, I know straws are difficult to get hold of because of the plastic, but any type of straw, so we can actually show the different elements within a muscle and you get a better grasp of then using that as a learning resource. If you have questions, I've given you my contact mail address, my number. We will discuss in the first class any additional drop-ins that may be useful to support your learning. We've got ample time to make this enjoyable, exciting. I will come back to you with recommendations for books and how you can study, but the bulk of what I will teach will be available as a resource on our Padlet. Really looking forward to seeing all of you on that first weekend. and to engage with you and help you and support your learning. Once again, if you have any problems before we start, do feel free to reach out. At least you know my face now and my voice, and I apologize in advance. You're going to have to put up with us for the 6 classes, but we do have a lot of fun and we engage with it, and I work at a pace and a rate that will help you learn. So don't be scared, shy, embarrassed to ask questions. It's all about a community of learners. Take care, stay well, everything of the best for 2024, and I really look forward to our journey that we begin at the end of January.